Welcome to Our World Media.
Blessings, man. Thank you for having
Yes.
me, and it's a pleasure. Pleasure is mine.
This is your first time in New York in a couple years, like 13 years or more. How the
Yeah,
weather is kind of
blessings.
cold. Have you adjusted to how cold it is in March?
Yeah, well, that's how it is because you go to different country, you have different climate. You have to adjust towards the climate and just know that the climate is there and is there. That's not something that you can change, don't it? Yeah,
Yes,
so
that's true.
I just warm for the New York climate.
I see you have a turtleneck on, so
Yeah,
you're good and
yeah, yeah,
warm.
yeah.
All right, we won't take up too much of your time. We just have a couple
Yeah.
questions. I'm super excited. I'm actually a very big fan. Okay,
Blessings. Thank you very much.
um, Dance Hall Queen is like one of my favorite movies. It's where I learned to dance and things
Blessings.
like
Yeah.
that.
Thank you
And
very much.
yes, so my first question for you. I
Yeah.
was here during the pandemic. I was locked up in my house, and when that versus battle came out, let me tell you, it was a
Exactly.
very big deal. It was a great time.
But
There was a lot of firsts that happened on that versus. You guys were the first to be in the same room, right? Because
yep.
most of the verses were kind of people streaming from different places and doing a little battle,
Yeah.
but you and Bounty was in the same room, right?
Yeah, man.
You had the Jamaican Prime Minister on there.
That was big.
You also
Yeah,
had
yeah.
flawless Wi-Fi. It never chip out,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, they were chip out.
It
That's
never
Jamaica
chipped.
for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
Wi-Fi
see,
was strong.
the greatest thing about that versus is not for us to be me in Westmoreland and Bunty in Kingston. It's not for us to be like that. It's for us to be in the same room at the same time, listening to our DJs, playing the music, DJing on the mic, doing things that people love to see. People unified and, you know, having fun together. And that's what that versus was all about.
Think you definitely in that verses reached a lot more people because everybody was locked down and it was such a hot thing. So people who
Yeah.
never heard of the King of Dancehall, they heard about
Yeah.
him that day. You even became a couple of memes. You went viral for
Yeah.
turning into a meme with that dance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can show
You
me
see,
some of
it's
them
all
dance moves
fun.
next time.
It's all fun. It's all fun because when you make people enjoy themselves, that's the greatest point about doing music, and that's why I
Yeah.
love about music because you can entertain the audience anywhere, anytime, any minute.
You definitely made the pandemic, for me at least, a little bit more bearable
That's
that
it.
day, that night. So thank you for
Thank you
that.
very much. Thank you very much.
With that, like we've seen that dancehall has evolved over the years, right? Now, 90s dancehall is personally my favorite
Mine
era.
too.
90s dancehall is my favorite
Yeah.
era.
That's
But in
it.
terms of like sound and lyrics and the message that's being sent these days, what do you have for like new artists who want longevity rather than being a one-hit wonder? Because I see a lot of artists, they get one hit and then they're off the scene, but you've transcended over multiple generations. My mother knows about you, my grandmother knows about you, and I know about you too.
Yeah. Well, you see, my thing is I love what I do.
Mm,
I love what I do endlessly. And when I do whatever I do it with all of my ambition and everything of my ability to make sure it comes across the best way, in the
mm-hmm.
most perfect way where you can get it. It's not every artist love the music like oh they're supposed to love the music.
It's
You have some
true.
man in the music for the hype, so when them get a hype,
Mm,
them tour upon one song, and by the time them ready for come back, there's no coming back for you because somebody has taken your
right,
space. But
right.
I think if some of these artists love the music like how the music love them, because the music
Mm,
first show it love, you know. Here you go,
mm,
there is fame. Here you go, there is
mm,
fans. Here you go, you
mm,
can make some money. But what you
mm-hmm.
do with the music after that, you don't get back and show back the love, because all the music needs is your attention.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You're not
You
telling that,
work
yeah.
hard in the studio and work hard on stage. That's what the music only need. That's all the music need from you. So if you're not showing that and somebody else come show that, the music gonna show the same love at them. Until you know that, if you don't love the music, you're not going to stay here as long as we. Like, we love
That's
what we're
true.
doing. We do this
Correct.
every day.
The sound these days are different. I feel like back in the 90s, early 2000s, there was more of a message. I feel like right now people are just
Yeah,
pushing too much badness.
it's not only the message, it's the unification of the music because every
Yeah.
artist used to have on one beat. When you hear
I
Wicked
was I
Islam,
was
you
my
have
Yep.
yeah,
yes,
you have 30
yes,
songs on one beat,
yes,
you have 40
yes,
songs on one beat. So from Slim Thing to Nani Rhythm to Wicked
Classic
yes.
Islam
rhythms right
Rhythm
there.
to all of these.
Classic rhythms right
Yeah,
there.
you know what I'm
That was
saying? Duali, all of
yeah.
these beats was like the beats that everybody was on. But nowadays, everybody's up in their own feelings. I don't know what
Yeah.
happening, but
Correct.
you know,
Well, last
uh,
last January, Rushan re-released the Dirty Money rhythm, and that was a
yeah,
step in the right direction of what we're talking about. So I hope we can see that a little
yes,
bit more.
that was good. But you see, it's not everybody in that position to do that.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
Sometimes really miss a Dave Kelly, really miss a Tony Kelly, really miss these producers. But that is my opinion. But we just need even five of these young producers to just think about where the music is coming from and try, to dedicate the music back to the
yeah.
Yeah. I remember seeing you
that's
on
me.
a tape, Spectre. I think it was Spectrum 2001 performance,
Spectrum, yes.
and that was crazy. You was tap dancing. That was the first time I seen that. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. That's why Beanie's an entertainer, able to do
Yes,
all
was.
that, and they
That's
had
it.
everybody on stage came on. I
Yeah.
watched that like maybe 100 times. That
You
Spectrum
see?
show.
Yeah, but you see, that is what entertainment is all about. It's not about being scared of this man because him have the latest song. It's about working together because your fans are
Yeah,
there. So regardless of who of the newest song or who of the most number one song, it's about what the people want to hear. So when you give them that energy, show them that love, you show them who you are, show them what you stand for. Nothing can stop that because everybody go home feeling good. Like, yo, no, honestly, when Buju come in, whoa, yeah, this when Bunty hold the mic, yo, honestly, when that
Right.
man hold the mic, that was the enjoyment that people used to have. So regardless of you and this man have a little beef, when it come to entertaining the people, there's no beef. It's
correct.
just the
That's
people.
true. But clashes still sell records when there's a
What
clash,
Clash
you know.
always said. What? The Clash is the foundation of the music. What are you going to do?
Exactly. So I think
You can't kill the
maybe
foundation of music.
you can't kill the foundation of music. I think
No, you
clashes are
cannot.
still necessary,
Yeah,
whether it be a
sound clash.
DJ clash or a sound clash or
What?
an artist clash. We
Hey,
love to see
people
it as a
always say.
spectator.
People always say what you do is what you do.
Mm,
Somebody can kill you, but you cannot kill an idea.
true.
An idea
That's
is
true.
something that lives forever. Because everybody gonna say, I think I can do this. That's right. So it's simple. You cannot
Not
kill an
everybody can do
idea.
it on
So
a high. You can do it. Nobody can. Not
yeah,
everybody can do it on a high level. If it was easy,
Yeah,
then everybody would do it,
continue.
right?
Yeah,
yeah, everybody would, you see? Because somebody do it on
consistent.
a smaller level, but it still get love. Then you have
You're
a man do
right.
it on a higher level, it's still getting love. So regardless of what you do with it, the idea is always there that I
Mm-hmm.
can do this. Trust me. That's
Mhm.
why Clash will never die. Like
True.
always.
I love
Trust
speaking
me.
of clashes and pushing unity. I see that like Afro beats and dancehall have been really bridging the gap with more collaborations between Jamaican and African artists. I see Jamaicans
Yeah.
having direct flights to Nigeria now. This is like a
Yeah,
really
yeah.
big deal. So are you looking forward to doing more work in the Afrobeats place? I did see that you just recently did a
Yeah.
collaboration in the
Yeah.
Afrobeat space. So talk to me a little bit
Mhm.
about that.
No, you see, Afrobeat is always all right. You see, Africa is always the land of the music. Always. That's
Mm-hmm.
where the drums come from. That's where the dancing come from. That's where we come from. We are African. So we gotta know. Well, we have to give thanks to the African youths of today to find this Afrobeat music to put it out. because the African music that we usually listen to is Lucky Dubé and it's reggae music.
Right.
You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Alpha
Yeah.
Blondy is reggae music. See, all these African artists, they sing reggae music. So now they can find a way to mix the music and find a way to get their own music and their own style, even though they're using a little Jamaican
I
patois,
agree.
they're
They're
using a
using a
little.
lot of Jamaican patois. I go back and
Yes,
forth
even
with
though
my
they're still
Ghanaian
doing
and
that.
my Niger. Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah, but the Afrobeat, yeah, it's beautiful, and I love
Yeah.
it because they're showing respect to each and every music. Trust me.
they do. They do. They do. I see
Yeah,
a lot of not just Africans, a lot of other cultures entering the dance hall space. There's a one from Eastern Europe
yeah,
recently who just dropped a dance hall tune. Um, how do you
yeah.
feel about like people of other European countries like coming into what we as Jamaicans have created? Because it kind of feels like, for me
Yeah, but you
personally,
see,
like, is it really dance hall if you're
yeah.
not Jamaican, or is it just somebody entering the genre?
Try to say it's watered down.
No, the music
Yeah,
is
it's
the
like
music.
a
You
watered down
can't.
something, like, you
Yeah,
know.
true. Yeah, but you can't. You see, I
uh,
I gotta be political and that. I have to
True.
show appreciation to everybody who tried the music. I
True.
have to because you see, the
That's true.
problem is if you own a bakery, your
Mm-hmm.
family cannot be the only person that eat the bread that you bake.
True.
You want to sell your bread worldwide, and you want other people to taste your bread. So
It is true. But
so yeah,
the
so
bread was baked in Jamaica.
yeah,
The bread
but
was baked in Jamaica
yeah,
still.
but the originality is always there in the dough. So
That's
you
true.
know what's
That's
going on
true.
right here.
That's true. You can
Blessings.
tell the
Yeah.
authentic taste of
So
hardo
yeah,
bread when
Yes,
it's
you could.
born in yard versus,
yeah. There you
something
go.
born foreign.
Blessings. Yeah, man. So
All
that's how
right.
you can tell the difference from authentic dancehall to a next dancehall music. But our next dancehall music is not. Remember, dancehall music is hardcore now. It's hard music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Like you know that it's hard music.
Yes.
It's make
With
believe
bass.
song. Like we
Yeah.
gonna give me the girl and me the wickedest slam. You're gonna get some babies around there.
Boy. Bop, 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 bop,
That's what
bop,
I'm
bop,
saying.
bop.
So
Yeah.
you, you got people who singing dancehall music, but they're singing about love. They're singing about peace and unity. They're singing about other things. So, you know, you're gonna find some man now gonna do it hardcore like how you have Jamaica do it.
Mm.
But they're representing for dancehall, so you have to show your love.
I think I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. My family's Jamaican. And one thing I can tell you is anybody who is not Jamaican, 100%, they usually wish they were Jamaican. So I love
Yeah.
I love the unity of all people, and people love Jamaica. It's a hot tourist area. Um, and I say we continue to influence the people.
Blessings. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because you see, the music, that's what it was made for. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
But not just music,
Go
fashion,
ahead.
style, music. Like we have the best
Oh,
slang, we
Mikey.
have the best food,
Yeah.
we have the best
Yeah, it's a
everything.
Jamaican thing. It's a
Jamaica's a
Jamaican
big
thing. What
deal.
are we going to do about it?
Jamaica's a big deal.
Yes, Jen. Yeah, out of many one people, we are
That is
beautiful,
it.
we are fabulous, and we are marvelous.
Amen. I
Blessings.
love it.
That's
Blessings.
about it. Yeah, blessings. I just want people to remember this. May 24th, we're going to be up in there in the UBS Arena. So go get your tickets
I'm
because they're
actually
there
It's gonna be
coming.
a
at
big show out
It's
Ticketmaster.
a
there.
big show. I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna
okay.
be there.
I'm going to see you there. I
Yes,
got to
you
have a few
will.
friends that I invited. Yeah, yeah, I got to be
Oh,
there.
Yeah.
it's
So
giving
make
Beanie
sure
and
that you're
friends.
there.
Some
Who
special guests.
all is gonna be there, Beanie?
I can't tell you about the special guest. It's special.
All right, it's
So
special.
when yeah, it's gonna be a
I like
special show. So
I like
yeah,
surprises. So get your
yeah,
tickets, UBS Arena, pull up. Don't worry about
yeah.
parking because it's a big lot.
Nah,
You can
park.
park.
Yeah. Parking
That
is good. Yeah, it's excessive.
parking's good. What else
Yeah,
are you pushing? You have your show coming up in New York. Is there anything else that you're excited about?
yeah. What I'm working on my new album. That is more excited. And
Yeah.
yeah. This is what I'm doing. So right now, when I get all of that information together on the album, I will get it out to you like
Let
quick
us
and fast.
Yeah, please.
know.
I'm
Let us
still in the
know.
studio. Yeah,
That's how you be able to transcend over multiple generations. You got to keep, dropping those music, and you're never out of
I,
ideas. I love it.
Stay
you got to
relevant.
work hard in the studio and hard on stage.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I love it.
Blessings.
When you're in the
Blessings. This
studio,
way goes.
Beanie, are you always writing lyrics, or most of the time this comes off the top of the head?
Yeah, most of the time it come up top of the head, but sometimes it's nice when you wrote the lyrics because sometimes you got to remember the hook when you're not singing it. That's the time when
Mm-hmm.
you wrote it. When you're not singing it, you got to wrote it down for the person who's got to sing it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Blessings. But me, I just do my thing. As I come out for the hook, I find the words, and the word is like electric. It just plugged in and just started work and start do his own thing. Yeah,
That's really good.
You're always finding the hits, the classic hits.
that's
Yeah,
it.
your songs are classic. Like they still play
Blessings.
in the underground parties today in the basements of Brooklyn. Let me tell you, it's hot.
Blessings.
Okay.
Blessings. Thank you very much. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
We'll see you. We'll see you at the arena for sure. We're
Okay, I
gonna
see you
listen.
too.
Look forward to your. You were looking. We're gonna look for. I'm
No, the
gonna
show's
definitely
gonna
look
be
for that new
wicked. Trust
album.
me, it's gonna
Shoot,
be a wicked show.
that album gonna drop
So
before the year end. It's
yeah,
2025 now, so it's all your
yeah,
project's
but
almost done.
yeah, my project is almost done. Trust me. I just need a couple more days in the studio and
Okay.
ta-da.
All
Blessings.
right, and then we're gonna put it
Thank you for
together.
having me. It's a pleasure to be
Thank
in here
you.
with you, talking to you. Have a
Thank
nice
Yeah,
you.
thank
day.
you, Beanie.
Have a great
Blessings.
day,
All right.
Beanie.
All right. Thank you very much, people.
All right.
Respect.
Peace.